Imagine standing before a building so tall that no matter how far back you step, you still can't see the top. You look up again and again, neck aching, and still the tip disappears into the clouds. These towers aren't just places to live or work. They're symbols of ambition, creativity, and the human desire to dream beyond limits. Let me tell you a story that winds through deserts and forests, across continents and cultures, and rises all the way to the sky. It begins in Dubai, a desert city that chose not to chase water or shade but skyscrapers and superlatives. In 2010, the Burj Khalifa opened its doors and elevators to the world. And they dyed more steel, more floors, more vision. Now it stands as the tallest structure ever built. Inside are layers of luxury, homes, hotels, restaurants, and offices. It's completed in 2012. At 601 meters, it overlooks Islam's holiest site, the Grand Mosque. It looks like a vertical needle, a sleek shape, rising from a city that has rapidly become a tech hub. Inside are offices, shops, and banks, and from the top, you can see the South China Sea. The building reflects Shenzhen's meteoric rise, from humble roots to global powerhouse. Its massive clock face, visible from miles away, serves as both timekeeper and spiritual symbol. This building is deeply rooted in faith, housing hotels, shopping areas, and a prayer hall. When completed, it's expected to rise over 1,000 meters, more than a kilometer high, a mile into the sky, and that may not even be the peak of human ambition. There are whispers of a rise tower, a 2-kilometer-tall building. It's higher than many airplanes cruise. Building something that vast requires rethinking everything. Elevators would need to be pressurized, materials stronger than anything used before, and new systems for air, energy, and stability. Pilgrims walk in its shadow during their sacred journey. Unlike other towers built for commerce or prestige, this one feels like a monument to eternity. Taipei 101, once the tallest in the world, still impresses at 508 meters. Each structure carries more than steel and glass. They carry identity, memory, and hope. It announces creativity, engineering brilliance, and national identity. Building towers that scrape the sky is just one more chapter in our story of reaching beyond limits. You feel both tiny and infinite. Cars below become toys. People look like ants, and whispers past your ears, and for a moment everything goes quiet. You're at the boundary between earth and sky, between the everyday and the extraordinary. Part of it is practicality. In crowded cities, there's no room to spread out, so we build up. But the deepest reason may be more human. We simply want to go beyond. To do what hasn't been done. To chase the horizon. Around the world, eyes are wide again with wonder. 2 observation decks let visitors gaze over the city from hundreds of meters up. To stretch imagination. To chase potential. To ask what else is possible. From that height, the entire city lies beneath you, like a model roads, waterways, and man-made islands, all perfectly in view. Inside, you'll find hotels, a shopping mall, an aquarium, and one heart-stopping attraction. The Sky Deck. Built on the site of the fallen Twin Towers, this skyscraper is more than just tall, it's symbolic. It represents resilience, rebirth, and remembrance. From its observation deck, Manhattan spreads out before you, alive with movement. This building is proof that something lost can rise again. They aren't just tall, they're reminders of who we are, of where we've been, of what we still might become. There you stand on a glass floor and look straight down. Below, the Han River twists through a network of glowing roads and buildings. The view is breathtaking and a little terrifying. At 828 meters, it's nearly a kilometer into the air. To put that into perspective, stack 3 Eiffel Towers, and you'd still fall short. In 2023, they unveiled Mecca 118, a 679-meter tower inspired by traditional Malaysian design. Mecca means independence, and the tower carries that message proudly. It's not just a building, it's a statement of national pride. Lights ripple across its crystalline surface. From its top, you can see the city, the hills and the horizon stretching away into the tropics. The original plan was for 518 meters. But halfway through construction, someone said, "Let's go higher." But the story doesn't end in Dubai. Thousands of miles away, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia looked to the sky and said, "We can do that too." In Shanghai, a city of rivers and railways, rises a twisting giant. The Shanghai Tower at 632 meters. Its spiral design helps reduce wind pressure, a key challenge at such heights. The tower also uses an insulating double-glass curtain wall, reducing energy use and keeping the building cool. Inside, some of the world's fastest elevators whisk visitors to the top in under a minute. From the peak, the city unfolds in every direction. The Huangpu River shines below, cutting through a skyline of steel and light. In the holy city of Mecca, Saudi Arabia, stands the Mecca Royal Clock Tower in Shenzhen. Once a small fishing village, the skyline now glitters with the Ping An Finance Center, completed in 2017, at 599 meters. In Seoul, South Korea, the Lot World Tower reaches 555 meters into the sky. Its design merges modern curves with Korean cultural elements. Across the ocean in New York City, One World Trade Center rises to 541 meters, or 1,776 feet, chosen to honor the year the United States declared independence. These aren't the only monumental towers. The Guangzhou CTF Finance Center in China hits 530 meters. But humanity isn't done building. In Saudi Arabia, a new marvel is under construction, the Jeddah Tower, and yet, people are still saying, why not? Why do we do this? Why build so high? Part of it is pride. A skyscraper is a flag in the clouds, says we did this. We are here. We're the same species that built pyramids, flew to the moon, and explored the ocean floor. And something strange happens when you stand on one of these towers' observation decks. These towers tell stories. Dubai's tale is of desert ambition. Kuala Lumpur's is of independence and identity. Shanghai shows what's possible when design meets innovation. Mecca links earthly construction with spiritual devotion. Shenzhen is proof that a city can rewrite its destiny. Seoul bridges tradition and the future. New York teaches us about resilience. Each one stands in a different place, yet they all whisper the same truth. We are creatures born to climb, to look beyond, to imagine something bigger. And the story isn't over. Jeddah Tower rises, floor by floor. Engineers draw plans for towers twice as tall. Because we don't just build tall structures to reach the clouds, we build them to reach ourselves. This is how we built towers tall enough to shake the heavens. We're not done yet.